everybody, welcome back to another episode of Grim Soul Survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and today, welcome to the brand new update 1.5.2 and the 1.5.1 update, which also did come out. So let's go ahead and go over these bad boys very quickly and get to showing off some new things, such as that brand new shield that has been added. Exiles, the 1.5.1 update is now live on Android and will be rolling out to iOS in the next 1 to 2 days, so it should be out by now. Holidays are always great, especially when it comes to celebrating them in such a harsh place as the Plaguelands. Alas, now it's time to get back to reality. All festivities have come to an end. The Grim Cemetery, secret room, spooky decorations, store special offers, and the event where you can knock on neighbors' doors are no longer in the game. Night Rupert is gone too. His tears are still around though, surprisingly enough, leaving behind only a couple of baskets as a remnant of his existence, yet every ending is just a new beginning, so this is not the only thing brought by 1.5.1. And 1.5.2 ultimately just ended up being kind of like a small, just kind of like small little patch that didn't add anything major. The 1.5.1 update is where the major stuff was. We changed the light shield recipe and introduced it into the game. Now all players who reach level 40 get the opportunity to craft it and improve the Exile's survival chances. The shield not only increases the overall armor stats, it can also block certain attacks. Click on its icon and the next attack will deal much less damage to your Exile. The block must be charged before use, similarly to the active skills mechanic. Note that initially when you get a shield, it comes fully charged and ready to go and can only be used with a one-handed weapon. And don't forget, this piece of equipment gives the greatest advantage against the strongest foes, such as the Gatekeeper or the Knights. As for the lepers, they don't even stand a chance of getting anywhere near experienced players anyways, so choose your combat style wisely. Starting today, mythical chests full of skill books are on sale for 50% off in our in-game store, so if you've been thinking about purchasing them for a while, consider it a sign. Thank you all for your attention and enjoy the game. And there you guys have it. This update unfortunately did bring an end to the Halloween festivities, which were pretty freaking dope in Grim Soul, because we actually got to keep our stuff. As you guys can see, I got this pretty dope Halloween mace over here, but it brought in something entirely new in the form of this light shield, a simple round shield that will withstand a heavy sword strike. And you heard that this might be very good against the Gatekeeper, so I say we try to go up against the Gatekeeper ourselves. But first things first, we gotta craft up one of these bad boys. And as you guys can see, apologies for taking a while, but I want to make sure that we could also go and do something super dope today, and that is finish the construction of the altar. And that's exactly what we are gonna be doing. We'll probably run back over to this as soon as we're done messing around and having some fun with that little thing known as the shield and trying to see what that old shindig is about. But definitely want to go ahead, assemble this thing, and give you all a little sneak peek of that. And looky here, the active skill we can freely charge, or passive skills available 3 out of 8 slots. We can add a slot with some of these soul gems, which will actually then allow us to have more passive skills, such as over here. So some very cool stuff popping off over there. And we actually do have quite a good amount of these soul gems. So let's go ahead and add a couple of these slots. Oh, you only get a chance at them. Cheeky game, but okie dokie. Let's go ahead and put some of that jazz away, and let's actually, we got some nails over here. Craft on up that new thing known as the light shield, and let's see just how dope this thing is. You guys can there see our protection or whatnot. We're at 390, as you guys can see, and then if we toss this shield on, it will go up a measly 20 armor. Not the craziest thing, but activating this reduces the damage of your next enemy's strike by 15, meaning if you can be strategic enough with this, you will actually be able to completely stop people from hurting you. So for example, Zalepa, if he hits me now, he does an entire 1 damage. Okay, so this might not be the best example in the world, but let's see if we activate our shield. And you guys can see, once it is active, it looks like it stays up until we get hit the next time. Our guy's kind of like up here chilling, having the shield up. You guys can see we can even swing while the shield is still active, which actually is pretty cool. Boop. Oh, accidentally killed that guy. It meant for him to hurt us a little bit. But I guess this is where we could kind of, let's go and check out how this kind of plays into potentially if we run out of the map. Will we still stay holding our shield up? And will this Gatekeeper over here stay alive? Trick question. Probably not. We're coming armed to the freaking teeth with a variety of great armors, and especially this brand new light shield over here. I like our odds with this. I think we'll be able to do something real nice and really dandy. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna use that mace to try to take out some of the whatchamacallit, I might use the mace to try to take out some of the wolves that ultimately run at us, but I think taking on the Gatekeeper, one of the main bosses in the game, is a pretty valiant task that is pretty fair for us to test out just how good it is. And check it out, we are still holding up our shields, so it will even like save across entire like area migrations. If you move to an entirely new area, you will still be Gucci to go. Let's go and get a couple of hits off on him, and there you guys saw 0 damage done by the wolf of the plague. But over there you guys can see the slow recharge that it does go under, and it appears that every time we get hit, does it... Yeah, and it appears that's actually the way that it comes back. Every time that you get hit, that is when it will actually regenerate. So if we could just go ahead and kill a couple more of these plague wolves and hopefully not get too murdered by the Gatekeeper, you can see that we'll be pretty good. And let's go and get like one more hit off over here. We're healing some damage. You guys can see that he does do 20 damage when he hits us. So I'm gonna wait for these wolves to come over. We're gonna take them out one by one, and then if we activate our shield and go up to the Gatekeeper, that's the awesome thing, is it does that like one super protective hit, and then while the enemy is recharging from whatever damage that they did, you could continue wailing on them after having withstanded that minimized damage, making this a really useful tool. And really quickly, I wonder if every time we swing ourselves, or every time we like connect with an enemy on damage, if it might also go up. So we're gonna be testing that out in just a jiff while that guy runs into some freaking spikes. You do you, Gatekeeper, you do you. I thought you might wisen up by now. And it doesn't appear that it recharges when you hit someone. Now, I can't tell if it's like slowly recharging with time or what, but mainly from what we've seen, the main way that it will respawn appears to be from withstanding damage. Now, I don't know if how much damage they do matters. Let's see over here when these plague wolves hit us. And actually, it does. The amount of damage you withstand will actually charge the shield for the very next time. So let's go and finish this dude off very quickly. Batter swing, Mr. Gatekeeper. And I always love the goodies that you got in store for me. And there you guys can see. You guys can also see that little durability thing going around it. The reason for that durability is that I think every time we get hit, the durability of this bad boy will also be going down. That is because it does double down his armor. And that's the one thing I love about Grimsoul. You have a lot of armor to choose from. A helmet, that, gloves, pantalones, shoes, and now a shield on top of it all. Not to mention all the dope shields that are still to come, such as down the line, the Iron Shard shield, which supposedly can be found from the Forsaken Dungeon map. We're not sure if it's in the game yet, but when it is, it appears that it'll be something nifty we could go ahead and grab from there. And ultimately the buckler and maybe more shields than that, but still very awesome to see this entirely new category of armor and active skill weapon come to use. You guys are going to need to be level 40 to be able to craft this bad boy up, but in terms of like what it costs, I feel like you get some really good bang for your buck, like compared to what you're getting back, because you're getting some bonus armor on top of the armor you already have, and then the ability to every once in a while entirely, well not entirely, but take 15 damage off a hit. And like you guys saw, we were going up against the Gatekeeper. To be fair, we had some pretty solid armor. No helmet, but still all around pretty good armor. He only did like 5 damage to us when he swung, when we went ahead and put our shield up, which is just really nice because then you can minimize that damage. And I really want to see it play out. I want to go and attack some spookier, some tougher enemies as well. So maybe we'll make our way over to a red zone, maybe the dungeon, since we did just go ahead and acquire a key. So I'm gonna put some stuff away and we're gonna have some fun in a sec. And alrighty then, boys, with a couple of weapons and a little bit of a better of an inventory there, I'd say we're looking nice and good to go. And woo! Didn't entirely realize this, but check it. Level 7 of the castle is ours. Very nice. Now, let's go and try to get ourselves something even nicer than that over into the dungeon. Will we make our way all the way to the end? Who knows? Only time will tell. But at the very least, I know that the dungeon offers some pretty tough enemies in the forms of desecrators, in the forms of the are they called the damn knights? Whatever they are, not the desecrators, but the big dudes, kind of like the tier under the desecrators. You know, and speaking of desecrators, we did also bring a couple of night guest sickles to try and take out some of the toughest ones, but we also brought a couple of other basic weapons and stuff, and hopefully our armor doesn't break. That's the one thing I'm worried about. I don't want to go in, like, we're using some pretty nice armor at this point, but the reason for that is, I mean, it's already, like, coming up on being broken. If we're gonna do something crazy, something super hype that requires some good armor, we're gonna be doing that with full durability armor. So I say we use the remnants of this and check out what we got. It's an offer today, and it appears we got some schmucks right over here. Let's equip ourselves this little mace, and hello, leprous soldier. How do you do? Big old hit on you. Another one. Okay, that one was not a big hit or a killing hit, but you guys can see we have now taken enough damage to be able to fully utilize that thing again. So very nice. I don't think we're gonna use it quite yet, though. Probably gonna wait a wee bit. Let's go and try to take out this possessed super quickly. Big hit from that mace and big hit from the normal mace. Goodbye, good sir. It was a pleasure killing you. Yeah. We still got a couple of foodsies here to go ahead and keep us nice and alive. I guess that's the term for this one. Oy vey. We got a couple, like, little split off here we gotta do. And we gotta continue just kind of like trudging through, taking out these soldiers. Let's try and get some sneaky deaky. No, not sneaky deaky at all. Oh, mama. Okay, this is gonna do a lot of damage to our armor. I don't like this. I don't like this. Escape. Okay. Whoo, whoo, whoo. That could have been really bad, man. All of them hitting us. That is not good for armor. Speak of the devil. There goes my armor. Speak of the devil. There goes my freaking snacks I had in my pocket because we lost our scale armor, but that's all good. Let's go. I still want to continue making my way to, at the very least, a, what is it called? Not a knight, you know what I mean. The person under the desecrated knight. The desecrator. Oh, mama, we got some possessed. Honestly, let's activate the shield. Look at that. He doesn't even get a hit off on us. And that's the thing. You can just so strategically use this. Oh, this shield's gonna be a very handy weapon, especially because, like, it's not super end game. Like, sure, you need to be right around this level, but I mean, in terms of, like, actually crafting it, it's pretty reasonable to craft. Like, it's definitely not as crazy. I want to get my hands on some of them higher level things, you know? Anyways, let's continue getting our hands through these doughs and seeing where this leads us. And here we have a little leprous soldier. I will take him out easy peasy. And every hit he does on us gets us one step closer. And god dang it. Yeah, go ahead and cop a peek at that little, like, triangle. And look at how much it increases by each time that they hit us. So it appears that it recharges based on the damage that you take. But I also think that it works the same way that other armor works, which is, like, when you get hit by anything, it will go down, like, a step of durability, right? Like, it'll go down one durability. So it's more efficient to honestly take big hits if you want to recharge this thing. I wonder if we start dying of, like, food or dehydration, if that might recharge our shield. That's kind of a little nifty thing. Oh, mama, speaking of nifty, here we got the plague spawn. Okay, kind of curious here. I wonder if being poisoned might actually... I don't know. I barely missed that bear trap, dude. I saw that right as we were stepping by it. I'll toss some of those over there, and I'm gonna... You want to get a poisonous hit off on me there, big boy? Come on, get a little hit off on me. Poison me. You guys can see that poison does not affect anything about that. Also, it's counteract the poison. Nothing. God dang it! I literally pointed this out 5 seconds ago! Oh my god, man, the goldfish memory is real. Y'all gotta cut me some slack. But yeah, everyone knows the cure to poison is a cooked pumpkin. If you guys are ever, like, bitten by a snake in the desert, though, please don't go looking for a pumpkin. Go looking for the nearest way to get to a hospital and avoid more bear traps. I don't know why there'd be a bear trap in the first place, but you never know, because I'm coming across them in this, like, abandoned area, and I wish these guys could trigger them, man. That's not fair. You're telling me their feet have no weight? They can't activate the pressure-sensitive parts of the bear trap that cause it to trap bears? I mean, who's even putting bear traps down here? I haven't seen a bear down here. Has anyone else seen any bears around these parts, or am I the crazy one? No, I think the game's the crazy one. Or there's just some sadistic person who uses bear traps to take people. Let's be honest, that is definitely the realistic scenario. But I'd like to imagine that they were trying to catch a bear. Okay, they had a bear on the loose. They had a bear problem. And he's like, oh, I guess we just gotta put some bear traps around here. All I know is I see a chest right over there, and I like these things because these have a chance of getting us some skills. And speaking of the skills, that's another thing you guys can definitely expect from us moving forward. I think, especially with this little special going on, we might try to do a little bit of an unboxing at a large mystical chest and try to get ourselves some pretty cool things. We might even do some small mystical chests as well, which actually, it makes sense to do this. And the reason I say that is because either way, you only get one book out of each of these, right? And the problem is, is that, like, why spend twice as much for a single book? Because we're at the stage, right, where we just need to unlock more freaking skills, dude. We have those 2 skills. Those are our main skills. I'd love to get some of these specials and stuff too, but so the reason for that is definitely, it makes sense to try to get some of those. And seriously, man, their skill system here is so comprehensive. Definitely looking forward to this, and especially getting a little active skill going. We've already expanded this to 4 passive skills, so it's gonna be very cool to be able to like mix and match once we hopefully can get a bigger roster of stuff to work with. But let's see if maybe, crossing my fingers, we might be able to get something out of this chest right over here. Chest, please, do me no wrong. Ooh, okie dokie. Not the best thing in the world, but also not the worst. It is just a thing in the world. Like, if you think about it, that's literally, oh, mom, okay, those are the guys I was talking about. Those are the Forsaken dudes. Let's back it up, because that is a lot of Forsaken and not a lot of area. Okay, so, ooh, ee, ah, ooh, ah, ah, ching, ching, walla, walla, bing, bang. Okay, we gotta deal with these guys somehow. Use one of these. Okay, they kind of got separated a little bit. Let's start trying to hit them a little bit. You guys can... Oh my god. Alrighty then, let's make our way back over here and pretend like nothing happened. I hope that they're not on my body. I hope, okay, good. A little bit rough around the edges there, not gonna lie. What went wrong? Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I saw the damage he did on the first hit and I'm like, oh, we could survive this a little bit. Turns out that no, I was horribly mistaken. I don't know where the math went wrong in my head. Maybe he was swinging faster than I expected him to swing. Whatever it was, he did more damage in a shorter amount of time than I expected, and me and my pumpkins who could not cope with the amounts of damage they were dishing. But we are a little bit more prepared now. Our shield is ready to go, and that's the big thing I was trying to do, is test out the little shield shindig over here. So could I get like one? There we go, a 1v1, lot less stressful. I'm a fan of this, Mr. Forsaken, so let's go. And I'm going to show you guys the tactics that this utilizes, because the fact that you don't need to, like, if you want to entirely avoid damage, you don't need to constantly be, like, running away, hitting and running, but you could literally, like, dive bomb in there with your shield active and do this! And you guys can see it still does do some damage, and it did do lesser damage that first time around, but for real, it is a blessing to have that shield, and already it is pretty nicely recharged. I will give it that. It is taking a nice deal in the damage though, but again, it's not the worst thing because it is, I'd say it's within the realm of reason to craft. So bless up to the light shield. I'll call it the blessed shield from now on, if we want to roll with that. All right, though, I'm gonna try to take out at least that other Forsaken dude. Oh mama, there he goes. And I think we'll go ahead and at least try to take out this little room that is left over, a couple of the other schmucks that exist, and let's eat a pumpkin to prepare for battle! Oh, mama, I need more pumpkins in my life. Give me pumpkins or give me death. I was expecting this guy, there we go, to die a little bit quicker. Unfortunately, this thing is definitely best saved for desecrators and not really other stuff, but let's take out the leper soldiers. Ooh, use that shield strategically. Didn't take a lick of damage. Ooh. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it, boys. Now then, let's see if we can't take out the rest of these two dudes. Okay, there's no more Forsaken. That's the good news. That's what I was a little bit spooked about. We do have the candy apples. Candy. I love the candy. Very good that we have the candy apples as well, because they didn't despawn. Bless up for that, man. Why did last day have to be the one game that despawned holiday items, man? Everything in Grimsoul, everything in Westland is sticking around to my knowledge. Not so much in that case, and with the fact that, well, I don't know, some of our weapons are starting to take a little bit of a toll, a little bit of a beating here. We'll continue on a little bit more. What's the worst that could happen? God dang it, I got stuck in some clay. That's the worst that could happen. I get some muddy shoes. Well, if that's the case, I'm turning right up. No, I'm kidding. I don't have no, like, Air Jordans, nothing super fancy on, you know, that I gotta keep fresh. Oh, mama. And we did find something kind of nifty over here in the form. This little tang. Where did you come from? What is this? What is this shenanigans? I've been mugged by a schmuck. How'd you get the key into here? Oh, I guess you didn't need a key. I guess the door is open behind me. Still, though, how did this schmuck make his way over there? Like, don't get me wrong, I've run into here pretty naked. But that man came here like he was trying to harvest some trees. Can we take a second to appreciate this lad's inventory? This man came ready to mine rocks and harvest trees. I don't think he came to the right place. I think I did him a favor. It also looks like his legs were broken. He looks like a freaking pretzel twist, dude. That man is having a rough day. All right, the leper soldier. Let's go and make our day a little bit better. Take out all of these dudes and dudettes over here, and then hopefully acquire some very nice things for my squire. Just kidding. I can't afford a squire, dude. Squires, that's like super fancy. Who even knows if they had squires in Grimsoul? You know, this is medieval-ish, but who knows if they were that medieval? Okay, I'm poking you. I'm whacking you with a stick. I hope you like it. You brought this upon yourselves possessed. I know there's probably a better tactic to do like some hit and run like this, but the animation with the freaking stick, like check it out. Like when I swing, you can't move until he finishes that swing, man. Like if he like starts that swing, his elbow snaps in such a weird way too. How's this dude's elbow intact? I'm just looking out for the best of you. And all right, whoever this is this Forsaken guy? Nah, it's just a soldier. All right, I hope you like sticks, my dude, because I got a stick coming your way. Oh, mama. Okay, there we go. I thought the stick might take him out painlessly. Turns out sticks are not as lethal as some might hope. Here, I lived my entire life thinking sticks were like the nukes of medieval times, yet here we are, finding potions and in chests. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but it does. But with the fact that our inventory is starting to run a wee bit dry, and the fact that we didn't really come in, I just kind of like tossed down some armor I could find really quickly because I just wanted to get back to my stuff because I was worried that there was about to be no stuff. And then it might be a good time to go ahead and start wrapping it up. And sorry this video was a little bit on the shorter side, but your boy has to go and, well, go ham on studying. I have a huge midterm on Monday. Hopefully you guys wish me luck. I'm going to be studying a lot for that bad boy. My life this weekend is going to be video, study. And if I'm lucky, maybe I could get some food in my tummy. With that said, with that done, that's going to start wrapping up for this episode of Grimsoul Survival. Let me know what you guys think of the update in that comment section down below. If you guys want more, let me know by hitting that like button and saying it so. But with that said and with that done, that's gonna wrap it up for me for now. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. This was an awesome one, and I'll talk to you next one. See ya.